Okay, for now we will go to 15.3, which is real life graphs. So in this real life graph, this kind of graph, they talk about what is happening in real life, okay, into the graph form. Okay, I have drawn this exact graph here so that you can see it in bigger form, and I also want to write here, scratch here and there. Alright, that's why I put it here. Okay, it's the same. Alright, okay, let's just read and understand from the first example first. Okay, this graph shows Aries' journey from home. Okay, this graph is showing Aries' journey, okay, from home. He left the house and he journeyed. Alright, first look at the two axes. Okay, two axes. What are the axes? Axis is this thing, okay, the line here and here. This is called axis. The horizontal axis shows time in minutes. Okay, horizontal means the flat, okay, the flat one, which is this one. Okay, horizontal show the time, okay, which is minute. Alright, okay, and then the vertical axis show Aries' distance from home. Okay, the vertical, the height, okay, is showing the distance. Okay, it is showing the distance. They are showing the different thing. Okay, you must understand. The horizontal show time, the vertical show distance. Okay, and alright, the graph is in three parts. If you see, okay, you can easily point this out, because this part, and this part are all different, so that's why they break down into, okay, this is the first part, second part, third part. Okay, that's why they said they have three parts. Okay, alright, he walks for 10 minutes and travel 1 kilometer. The first part, how do we know? Okay, he travel because the distance is increasing. Look at it, just now it was 0 here, now the distance is increasing, correct, to 1 kilometer. Alright, in 10 minutes he walked 10 minutes, okay, to reach 1 kilometer. Okay, so you just look at this like this. How do you know? Okay, you just draw this dash. You will know that in 10 minutes he have walked 1 kilometer. Okay, so let's look at the second sentence. He waits for a bus for 20 minutes. You can tell he is not moving because the line is horizontal. Okay, after he have walked for 10 minutes, okay, he wait for the bus 20 minutes. From this 10 to 30 minutes, if you see this. Okay, look at that. The distance increase? No, the distance does not increase. It just stay the same because he is not walking anymore, he's sitting down. So the distance, there's no way the distance will increase when you're sitting down, correct? That is why, okay, the distance is horizontal, but the times increases because even though you are sitting down, okay, the time will continue ticking, correct? Same thing here. Okay, you cannot ask the time to wait for you. Okay, the time will travel itself. So he is sitting down, that is why, okay, the distance is not increased, that's why it's horizontal. It remains at 1 kilometer from the first part, it remains. Okay, this one they talk about the second part. Okay, the last bullet point will talk about the third part. Okay, the bus does not come. He starts walking again. After a total of 40 minutes, he is 1.5 kilometer from home. Okay, the bus does not come, so he waited for 20 minutes. 30 minus 10 is 30 minus 10 is 20 minutes, correct? So he waited for 20 minutes, but the bus doesn't come, so he just continue walking. Alright, after that he continue walking. That is why the distance increase again. Okay, when you look at it, the distance increase again. So they are talking about the third part. Okay, 40 minutes. He have walked for 40 minutes in total. Okay, in total he have walked for 40 minutes. Why? Because the lines stop here, so that's why we know that it stop at 40 minutes. And then when you look at it, it is 1.5 kilometer. So in 40 minutes, in 40 minutes he have walked for 1.5 kilometer. All right, 1.5 kilometer. So that's why if he start moving, the distance increases, correct? So when he is sitting down, the distance remain the same, does not increase or decrease. Okay. Alright, in the first part, Eric took 5 minutes to walk 0.5 kilometer. How do you understand this? Okay, they say 5 minutes. Did they show 5 minutes here? No, but you must know that between the half of this 10 minutes is 5 minutes here, correct? So the half is 5 minutes. That's why they talk about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, he have walked for, okay, 0.5 kilometer. That's why they said they have walked for 0.5 kilometer. In the third part, okay, the third part, he took 15 minutes to walk 0.5 kilometer. Okay, how does that happen is because 0.5, okay, 0.5 here to here is 0.5, correct? 30 to 40, it is actually 10 minutes, but they write here 40 minutes. Okay, it's okay, but you just have to know that from in 10 minutes he have walked 0.5. okay, and okay, and now, okay, the next sentence, he walked more slowly in the third part. They are saying that the third part is slower than, okay, the first part. You can see this on the graph. When the graph is steeper, okay, what does it mean by steep? STEEP, steep. Okay, steep mean like this, the line. Okay, if it is not steep, okay, it is not steep, the line will be like this. If it is steep or steeper, the line will be more towards vertical, okay, or sometimes like very steep. If you compare these two, okay, it's like this versus, okay, so what they are saying that is when the line is like this, okay, it is faster. Okay, if the line is lower, okay, then it is not steep, it is like slower. Okay, that's why they said when the graph is less steep, the part he is walking more slowly. That's why they say that, right? Because he is walking more slowly. Here he walked faster, here he walks slowly, because the line is, the steepness of the line is different. Okay, here is more steeper, so he is walking faster. Here is the line is a bit lower, so because he is walking slowly. All right, that is all. That's how we understand the graph. All right, okay, I will do these two questions with you together. Okay, you can refer to your textbook if you cannot see from the video. Okay, I also draw the graph here. Okay, 220. Okay, all right, let's look at first question. The graph shows a car journey. Okay, this graph shows the car journey. All right, the journey was in two stages with a rest break. Okay, they are saying that the journey is in two stages. One stage is here and then another stage is here. Okay, first stage, another stage, and then it have break between. Okay, it have break between. Okay, let's do 8. Work out the time taken for the first part of the journey. Okay, the first part will be this, correct? That's why just like from the example, okay, it is the same. If the lines are different, you can clearly say that it's very obvious. So you have 3 parts actually here also. So the first part, okay, they are saying that the first part, okay, work out the time. All right, the first part is here to here. Okay, what's the time? When you look at this, it is at here. It's between 1 and 2. Okay, it's the half of 1 and 2, which means it is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, the half of 1 hour is 30 minutes. So actually here is 1 hour and 30 minutes, okay, because they show in our form here. Just now in the example is minute. Okay, please be extra careful with this. They might give you in seconds, minutes and hour, so be careful. Here they give you in hour, which means here is 30 minutes. Okay, the total time taken will be 1 hour and 30 minutes, or you can just write 1 hour half minutes, because this is also half, correct? So you can write in different forms. Okay, you can just write like this. Alright, because the line stopped at here, so that's why I refer to here. The first part ended here. Okay. B. Walk out the distance. Walk out the distance the car traveled in the first part. Okay. In the first question, they ask about time. In the second question, they ask about distance of the first part, A, which is okay, A. Alright. Let's look at this. When you go back to the source, the endpoint, just go, then you will see here, which is 100 kilometer. So in the first part, the car travel 100 kilometer. Okay, within one and a half hour. So the total distance is 100 kilometer. So in the first part, the car has traveled 100 kilometer. Okay. C. Work out the time taken for the rest break. Okay, which one is the rest break? This thing here. This is the rest break, because the distance there's no increase of distance and also no decrease of distance. It just remained there. So which means it is stopped. The car stopped. But the time, like I said, the time still continue ticking by itself. So okay, time taken. So just now it was 130, correct? 1 hour and 30 minutes. This 1 hour and 30 minutes to 2 hours is 30 minutes. Okay, the half. Alright, here to here is half. Here to here is also half. Alright. If you do not understand, you can just minus off like this. 2 hours and then minus 1 hour 30 minutes, which is here. So just minus off 60 minus 30 is 30. So that's why I say 30 MINU. Okay, so the car rested for 30 minutes. Right. D. Work out the time taken for the whole journey. Now they are asking for the whole journey. Okay, what did they ask? Time. Alright, they ask time. So you just have to sometimes just find the keywords. Time, distance. Alright, what are they looking for? Okay, they are looking for time. Okay, the whole journey. Where does the line stop? Here. So which means this is the whole journey, correct? So this thing is here, 4 hours. 0 to 4 hours, which means the total is 4 hours. The car has traveled 4 hours. Okay. And E. Work out the total distance travel. Just now they asked for the time, now they ask for the distance. Look at this. When you go back to the source, okay, just go back. Just attach. So show arrow. Okay, now you have 200 kilometer. So within 4 hours, the car has traveled 200 kilometer. Okay, this is the total. Because the graph do not continue, that's why we know that this is the stop point. Okay. EF. Did the car travel more quickly in the first stage or the last stage? Give a reason for your answer. Okay, so they're asking whether the first or the second one is more quicker. Let's look at this. Alright, the first part. Okay, the first part, just break down into half. Okay, half first. Alright, here is 30 minutes. In 30 minutes it have traveled, okay, wait, let's not do 30 minutes. Okay, let's do 1 hour and 2 to 4. Okay, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, let's look at 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes. The first journey, okay, which we already have 100 kilometer in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, and the second part we will just take until 1:30. Okay, 2 to 3 is 1 hour and another half an hour. Okay, you just look at this. Let's continue. Actually it's here. Okay, in second part, the car have travel. Okay, you have here the half of 200 and 150 is 200. Okay, 25, which means here is 175. Okay, 175 minus 10, so you will have 75 minutes between them, because we just want to know the second part, which is here to here only. We do not involve this part. That's why we want the time. Okay, it start the second the last part start at 100 kilometer, correct? That is why we are starting from here, counting the distance. Here to here is 75, correct? Because you minus 175 minus 100, so 75 kilometer. So which means 75 kilometer in 1 hour 30 minutes. So this is the second part, this is the first part. First part, travel more, okay, more quicker, because it only take 1 hour and 30 minutes to travel 100 kilometers. But then the second part, it take the time is the same, but then distance is different already. See, distance it only travels 75 and 100 kilometers in the first part. So which means the first part is quicker. Okay, you can explain that way. Alright. Or if not, okay, if not, you can just straight away see the graph or see the line, which one is more steeper. If you notice, okay, this line is like this and this line is a bit slanted off. So within these two, this is more steeper and here is more lower. Okay, so that's how I find it. Alright, if you have sharp eyes. Okay, let's go to the second question. Okay, I've drawn a graph here as well. Lewis drove to Overton. He stayed there for a while and then he drove back home. The graph shows his journey. Okay, what they are saying is, okay, he go to Overton and he stay and then he come back. Alright, same thing here, you have three parts. Okay, first part, second part and third part. Okay, alright. A, work out the distance from Lewis home to Overton. Work out the distance. Alright, they are asking to find distance. Like I said just now, he stayed there, correct? He stayed in Overton for a while, which means he's staying there, he's not moving. That's why the distance does not increase, it's the same here, which means within this time he's staying there. Okay, here to here is Overton. The distance 2 hours in which is 150 kilometer. Okay, which means from his house to Overton it is 150 kilometer. Okay. B, work out how long Lewis was at Overton. Okay, they said he stayed there. Alright, he stayed there for a while, which means here they are asking about time. They say how long. Okay, how long did he stay? They stay here to here, correct? So which means you just have to look at this part here actually. So which means it is from 2 to 4. 2 to 4 hours. Okay, you just minus the larger one minus 2, you get 2 hours. So which means he stayed there for 2 hours, stayed there of 2 hours, and then he come back to his house. Okay, B. And C, fine. First one, okay, the time taken to reach Overton. Okay, the time taken to reach Overton, which is 2 hours, because they stop here, that's why I know that they stop moving. Okay, and time taken to get back home from Overton. Okay, home from, okay, taken to back home from Overton. Okay, so they're asking about the time taken. Okay, the time taken from Overton to his house again. That is why the line come back. All right, it doesn't mean the distance is decreasing. Yeah, no, it's just that he is coming back home. That's why the line goes back. Okay, if he continue moving and does not come back to his house, the graph will continue like this. But then they say that he have come back home, which means the graph goes down. Okay, decrease. Okay, that's why we have to know that here just minus off. Now they're asking about this part. Actually, the half of 5 and 6 is 5:30, correct? So you just have to minus 5:30 minus 4 hours, correct? Because from 4 hours he come back already. So 30, 5 minus 4 is 1. So it took 1 hour and 30 minutes, okay, to come back to his house. Alright, D. Okay, D. Did Louis drive faster traveling to Overton or going home? Okay, just look at the graph. Okay, just look at the line. Which one is more steeper? Okay, which one is more steeper? Okay, here, alright, the distance is the same. See, the first part he took 2 hours to travel 150. The same thing here, 150 to 0, which means 150, same thing. But he only have to travel 1 hour and 30 minutes. The time taken here is lesser, which means he is traveling faster. Okay, so the line here is more steeper. That's why you can say that the last part, okay, the line that he's come back from Overton to his house is more steeper. Okay, that's why it is more faster. So in another reason how you can do is, okay, Louis drove faster from Overton to going home, home. Okay, it is because the line is steeper. You can write in that way also. Alright, just now here I give you in hour and kilometer form, but here I just write in the steeper, which one is steeper or which one is less steeper. Okay, this is another reason you can just write it that way. Okay, this is easier way. Alright, I think that's all.